Hi guys, thanks for checking out my video here in the gas lab with the gorilla.
Yep.
We've been working together. We're trying to get him
on the long
drive scene. He already hits it just miles, but it's been interesting.
Yeah.
This little lesson. We're predicting there's sort of 60 odd yards in there.
Yeah.
Even before we start, even before we quicken you up. Key thing. First, we'll talk about what you do really well. I mean, your X factor. So that's how much you turn your shoulders against your hips.
Yeah.
If you can, rule of thumb, if you can minimise the hips,
yeah,
and turn the shoulders more, the stretch you can get across the chest,
yeah,
and the torso really means you can fire.
Yeah.
Really turn quick. Your X factor. Do you mean if we compare it to the guys on tour, it was just ridiculous.
It's more towards the long drive kind of.
Oh, it is. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And we're talking an average tour pro is going to be sort of in the 50s. The next X factor value, I think you were up in the 80s.
Yeah.
So you can't even compare the two. We did a little video on your channel.
Yeah.
And key finding, and the reason where we think you can find a load of distance is the way that you deliver the club.
Yeah, definitely.
The gorilla hits down on it a bit too much, and what that does is it increases the spin loft.
Yeah.
If we talk about wedge play, the best way to get loads of spin is to try and get the amount of loft that you're presenting as far away from the direction that it's moving.
Exactly, yeah.
So you'll see a lot of guys hit down on it and take the loft off so you don't get the spin. So we get that one. I bet you spin your, like when you got that 64-degree wedge, I bet you spin it.
Yes, ridiculous.
So in wedge play, that's fantastic. But once we get into the driver,
yeah,
that is going to create spin.
Yeah, and I mean the numbers that you've got, as you can probably see there, some of them 4 down.
Four down.
Yeah, which is
4 down.
I mean that's like your Tour Pro average was 6 down, about 4 down. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Taking divots. It's lucky that I've got a T, otherwise I'd probably be taking divots.
Well, I'm 3 down with a 5 iron.
Yeah.
So you've been 4 down with a driver. I said in your video, the Trapman boys, they reckon the difference between 5 down and 5 up at a 90-mile-an-hour swing speed is 30 yards. You're swinging it high 120s, into the 130s.
When I got my long drive, I mean, this is the difference between drivers. I mean, general driver, it's like high 120s, but as soon as you get the long drive club out, it's in there mid 130s, up to mid 130s. Yeah. So,
and we said like for instance, if you take my shaft, I've got an X here. Do you mean you have always needed XX? Do you mean we can keep piling those X's on until it's X rated? But
careful.
You will never find a shaft stiff enough to reduce that amount of spin.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to change the delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to work together. I mean, it's going to be a slowish process.
Yeah, definitely.
Reason being is it's not a standard lesson because what we can't afford to do is make you more consistent and lose any speed.
Yeah.
That is not an option when it comes to long drive. So
it's just 1 out of the 6 you need to get down the grid. So consistency is not really the issue. It's just those launch angles, isn't it? Launch angles where I'm delivering the club and just keeping the speed. So the speed's there, really.
The speed is there.
The speed's there. I mean, mid 130s. Some of the guys get up to 150s, which my gym work's hopefully going to get me towards that kind of mark. I know I was up there high 130s. I got to 138 with my long drive club last year.
Because like we've got Trackman data on you, and I have seen you swing it quicker.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
you spent the winter bulking, so you've been doing a lot of like slow exercises, really trying to put on the mass. Yeah. Something that you need to do. But once we've got that mass and got that strength, we really need to switch up your training.
Yeah.
Let's stop with the beach weights and really get into the power.
Yeah.
And do you mean you're certainly big enough now?
Yeah.
And so I know you're planning on that. You're going to do a video to tell the guys?
Yeah, I'm going to do a video now over on my channel, just showing you what I've been doing in the winter gym-wise. Just going to talk about it and what the plans are moving forward now. I'm going to start strength, start the powerlifting stuff. So we'll talk about that in the next video.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm looking forward to the challenge of working with this animal. He's definitely got a lot more yardage in him.
Yeah.
I know it scares me just as much as it scares you guys at home, but Thanks for checking out this video. I hope to catch you soon.